Please remember to watch, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. I salute you.
Our situation room record shows that Labour Party has 983,069. PDP has 101,039 votes. APC has 155,000.
This is a throwback video of what happened in 2023. The tsunami of P2B and Labour Party. So all the major opposition parties witnessed what happened before they decided to switch off the IREF. So they know, forget about all the people trying to tell you, OBI didn't win, Labour Party didn't win. No, they are aware of who won the election in 2023. That's why it's not a surprise that rufai is backing P2B today. In what seems like the greatest proof that he is backing P2B, his son, Bashir rufai, posted this on his verified X handle. He said, Atiku is a force to be reckoned with. He also feels the stars have finally aligned in his favor, and although 2019 is thought to have been his best shot, this may be one of those moment meets the man. However, the sheer force of OBI's numbers and cult-like followership brings a challenge. His appeal across the youth and this younger generation is one profound aspect of his leverage. OBI, as a flag bearer with a strong northern candidate, would defeat Pablo on election day before our dear mother of the nation until Remy finishes his breakfast around 12 noon. Politicians know themselves. They know what each of them is capable of. Never mind the fact that many might not be saying this openly, that OBI won the election, but they know deep down. That's why they respect P2B today. What he did in 2023, no one has ever done it in Nigeria's history. Decamping from a known party, the PDP, and going to a Labour Party that no one knew at the time. They didn't even have one governor, maybe just one assembly member, but he took that party to the greatest heights. That's why it's very disheartening what Abure and Co are doing to this Labour Party today, just because of peanuts. They have thrown away all the goodwill they enjoyed because of one man. Yes, and that man did all this without spending a third of what others spent in the presidential election. The first time in Nigeria's history that people openly campaigned for a candidate spending their own money. No one will do it in PDP, no one will do it in APC. Majority of them are there for what they can benefit. They are waiting for election campaign money. When it's time, they will start receiving alerts and they will start spending money, buying cars, doing all sorts of things. That's their own way of enjoying the Nigeria that works for them. They don't care what happens after when the person gets to power. Whether he will increase petrol price to up to 2,000 naira per liter. They don't just care. All they care about is what's in it for them at this moment. They don't see beyond their noses. They don't see the larger picture. They don't think about what will happen in 2028. No, they just want, give me that campaign money now. Let me go and solve my most pressing problems.
This is End Bad Governance YouTube platform. Please subscribe to stay connected, and thanks for watching our videos.
Having seen the throwback video, you will now understand why no political heavyweight in PDP or even those close to Atiku Abubakar have ever dropped the proposal that P2B should deputize Atiku Abubakar in the ADC. No, they are in the know of what happened. You cannot tell a man who obviously won your candidate, he beat Atiku Abubakar, to come and deputize him in 2027. The person he beat, you are telling that person to come and be your deputy. What is this? What disrespect? So they know. That's why when P2B says that no one has ever even said that all the time they were holding meetings for the coalition, no, nobody has ever talked about it. Because seeing someone that beat you, you wouldn't have that mind, you wouldn't even have that feet to stand on the ground to tell that person, will you be my deputy? They are just saying, okay, if you truly know you are popular, come and contest in an open primaries. Which, of course, you know why they are saying that. They want to dollarize that primaries. Yes, they want to make it transactional, their usual way. So don't bother about people spreading that narrative. They are political jobbers. You see posts on social media, people saying the best ticket or combination that can remove Tinubu and APC in 2027 is Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi as deputy. They are just looking for Atiku's dollars. Let it flow into their pocket, that's all. Even Atiku Abubakar will not have the mind to propose that to Peter Obi face to face. No. All the people that neglected him when he was campaigning around, meeting all the state executives of PDP, telling them there is no more money to share, that they should vote competence, all that time they disrespected him, feeling that he doesn't have any electoral value. He has gone to the field, put himself on the ballot, proved that he has that electoral value by winning the election. Forget the fact that INEC did their mago. So they all have that respect for him today. That's why many of them, especially the northerners, especially the CPC guys who are very used to winning. Yes, they won in 2015, they also won in 2019, they also won in 2023. That's 3 successive wins in a row, and they want to make it the 4th by winning in 2027. If you are used to winning, maybe a football match, basketball, or anything at all, you will have that foresight to be able to analyze how to win. Yes, once you see the terrain or you see the players involved, because you're a winner, you will always see, this is how I will do. This is how I will play this chess. 4D chess. Play this side, play this one. This is how I will play to win. And you will eventually win. So the time is coming when they will face Atiku Abubakar and tell him openly, hey, your time has passed. And they're already making it clear to ADC not to promote godfatherism, not to make it clear they are working for one candidate. Judging from the statement by Salihu Lukman, the former vice chairman Northwest of the APC, who is now a member of the ADC. He is part of the CPC, by the way. He said, ADC and the prospect of internal democracy. Many are taking steps to manipulate the process of leadership reformation of the ADC. Loyalists are being promoted in a manner that suggests perhaps the 2027 elections is already won. The struggle to ensure that loyalists of leaders emerged as the leaders of the reformed ADC to some extent disregard the consideration for intellectual capacity, integrity, performance track records, name recognition across all demographics, respect in community and political circles, independent-mindedness, and general acceptability to all or majority of stakeholders, which we agreed to. We must caution our leaders. Nigerians will not be deceived by any cosmetic design of presenting another party, which is only a duplicated copy of our old parties. With the way things are going, coalition leaders will emerge as godfathers. And the next thing is that they will impose their surrogates at all levels as leaders of the ADC. This will naturally be followed by anointing preferred candidates for 2027 elections. Therefore, the first test of Senator Mark's leadership of the party is the extent to which he can mitigate all these and ensure that ADC is not a party that will be controlled by godfathers. You can see this statement sounds very reasonable, filled with common sense. It also sounds like something Peter Obi would say. Does it mean they are aligned? That's Peter Obi and the CPC guys are aligned? Well, we'll still have to wait and see. But people must remember that the CPC guys have never worked with PDP guys, right from Obasanjo's time. Yes, this is the first time PDP members are working in the same party with CPC members, so there is bound to be friction. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they will all be opposing each other. The most important thing is you can take the CPC guys as the more reasonable guys. The guys that care about winning, not necessarily about transactional politics. If you look at their history, since they started voting Muhammadu Buhari, it has never been about money for them. It has always been about performance or competence, despite the fact that in the end, Buhari proved that he wasn't competent. So if you compare the CPC guys to PDP guys, they are not the same at all. They are like two opposite ends. So that friction might be there, but Nigerians will be hoping that at the end of the day they will prevail. If you watch the events, you will see that rufai has not resigned from SDP. He has not joined the ADC officially. Yes, despite being part of the coalition. Just the same thing Peter Obi is doing. Peter Obi said he's still in Labour Party, that ADC is for the election. So when it's time for the presidential election, they will all come together and focus and use that as the vehicle to contest the presidential election. But for now, everyone is still in his party, campaigning and doing everything. All by-elections that are coming up, they will campaign in their respective parties. It's because the coast is still not clear. If the coast is clear, they see that it's not going to be Atiku Abubakar. Maybe by that time, we will now see who will say, okay, it must be zoned to the south. If it is zoned to the south, then you will see massive decamp. People will start decamping, joining from SDP, joining from Labour Party, joining from everywhere. The reason there is no tsunami into ADC today is because people are afraid that they will be working for Atiku Abubakar, who will impose himself by dollarizing the primaries. Yes. So it wouldn't be a surprise closer to the election that some PDP governors, especially in the north, will openly declare for the coalition once the coast is clear that they are not working for Atiku Abubakar. Yes, this is why it's very important that they zone the ticket on time, maybe later this year, not even waiting into 2026. What are they waiting for? After all, the ticket is already zoned in APC. PDP just announced that they have zoned the ticket to the south. So what is ADC waiting for? Now that they have appointed NEC members, the next step, maybe towards December, is to announce it that they are zoning the ticket. Once that announcement is made, there will be a tsunami into ADC. So Nigerians will be watching unless they are not serious about taking out APC. Yes, many people are still doubting this because of how they are behaving. If they are truly serious, if they truly want to rally Nigerians as an alternative, they must drop the old ways. They must drop the PDP ways, the APC ways, and start the new way that Nigerians can identify with. This is why it's also necessary that anyone that becomes the flag bearer of the ADC mustn't come from APC or from PDP. Yes, these are old faces we already see in Nigeria. Many Nigerians see them as part of the problem. They wouldn't take such a candidate very seriously. When they see such a candidate, they will say, was he not yesterday part of APC? Was this one yesterday not part of PDP? Who is deceiving who? What is he coming to do? So it's very, very clear the candidate ADC should rally behind. That candidate is already a winner and a performer. If they rally behind him, victory is assured. Thanks for watching.